In our last lecture on measurement of intelligence, we understood about the characteristics associated with mild intellectual disability. Today, we'll understand the characteristics associated with profound and severe mental disability. This table gives you a summary of the affected areas of functioning in people with severe intellectual disability. Let us look at each one of the areas of functioning in detail. About 3.5% of the total number of people suffering from intellectual disability are diagnosed with severe intellectual disability. People with severe intellectual disability do not grow beyond the mental level of a 4-year-old child. Because of an absence of motor coordination, it makes it difficult for them to learn basic self-help skills such as eating independently, grooming, taking care of one's toilet needs, and personal hygiene. Since the mental functioning of people suffering from severe intellectual disability is highly compromised, it is very difficult for such people to learn self-help skills. With great training, we can train them to perform some self-help skills only to a limited extent. The details can be noted down from the visual that you have in front of you. People with severe intellectual disability have a very limited receptive language. They can understand language only to a certain extent. Their capacity for expressive language is heavily compromised. They lack expressive language and they often show speech defects which are of a severe nature. So the details of how speech and communication is affected for people with severe intellectual disability can be noted down from the visual. The maximum mental growth which people of severe intellectual disability can achieve is up to 4 years. So they cannot develop beyond the mental level of a 4-year-old child. Because they lack the cognitive skills essential for academic learning, such people are considered to be uneducable. Because they are severely disabled in terms of their intellectual functioning, people with severe intellectual disability are not able to participate in social life as normal people do. Their ability to understand social situations and to respond in socially appropriate ways is heavily compromised. People with severe intellectual disability cannot usually be trained in vocational skills. They lack the necessary cognitive processing involved in learning vocational skills. They are generally not even able to carry out their day-to-day chores, and often it is very difficult for them to learn even the basic self-help skills or the life skills needed to function in their day-to-day life. So vocational skills is something very difficult to achieve with people with severe intellectual disability. They are considered to be uneducable and untrainable. Such people are also not able to participate in life as normal adults. They cannot marry and they do not have adequate mental functioning to be able to marry and have children. The characteristics associated with profound intellectual disability are given in the visual which you have in front of you. You can note down all the points given in this visual. The first bullet point tells you about the total percentage of population suffering from profound intellectual disability. Out of the total population or the total number of people suffering from intellectual disability, only 1.5 belong to the disability called profound intellectual disability. So it is very rare to find. Rest of the characteristics are mentioned below. You can note down these characteristics as it is for your answer to a question related to characteristics associated with profound intellectual disability. That is all for today's lecture. Happy learning.